Okay, what's happening? You got a couple of assignments. There's only 5 problems total. I want to start with a couple review. These aren't your assignment, but I want to see notes on these. It says in 1 week, music store sold 9 guitars for a total of $3,611. Electric guitars sold for $479 each, and acoustic guitars sold for $339 each. How many of each type of guitar were sold? Now, you have 3 units. You got the electric guitar, the acoustic guitars, and the money. So that means I'm going to make a chart to see the relationship between the units and maybe get some equations out of this. This is like English and this is algebra. Okay, think of it like that. So you got together, then down the side you got how many, per, and total. Okay, now as we read that, we have electric and acoustic. Okay, so we have electric and acoustic. But we also have dollars, and we put dollars per, dollars total. You don't put dollars here. Now, money total. The money total is $3,611. So we're going to have that. We're going to cross that out now. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Now, the top row, if it has a money label, it does not belong on the top. I'll say that again. If it has a money label, it does not belong on the top. The only non-money label I see is 9. And it says in 1 week a music store sold 9 guitars, but it doesn't say if that's electric or acoustic. It also doesn't say more than, okay? So I assume 9 is what they are together, okay? So this plus this has to be 9, but I don't know what those are. So I put X and Y. And then cross out 9. That's done. Always black that out. Now this is for money. So I find the money I have left. I got $479. That's for the electric. Those cost $479. Don't know how many of them there are, but they're $479. Acoustic, don't know how many of those there are, but I know each one's $339. So we got X times 479, that's 479X. Y times 339 is 339Y. Okay. All right, so we have 2 equations. It's a system. Okay. So we write out our 2 equations. We have X plus Y equals 9. On the bottom, we have 479X plus 339Y equals 3611. And now we solve the system by elimination, okay? You can't add them here. That's not going to do any good. So you have a 479 here. You got a 1 here. So we have to multiply the rest of this by 479 and the rest of this by 1, okay? So the top, I end up with 479X plus 479Y. And then 9 times 479 is 4,311. And the bottom would just stay the same because all I'm doing is timesing it by 1. 479X plus 339Y equals 3611. Okay, now we want to add them, but 479 plus 479 isn't 0. It's actually on 958. But if I go negative, now that's 0. Negative, negative. Now I add, I have 479, and I go plus negative 339. That's 140, so 140Y. Then over here we got 4,311 plus negative 3,611. That's 700. So now we divide both sides by 140. And 700 divided by 140 is a beautiful answer, okay? If I could get it punched in right, it would be. That's 5, okay? So 5 is one of these answers. Which one? Well, here's Y. That's how many acoustic. Now, you could put the 5 into this equation and you get the right answer, or you could use a little common sense. Okay, together they add up to 9. We know one of them's 5. Well, what plus 5 would give you 9? It'd be 4. Okay, so x would equal 4. That equals. Okay, number 10. An adult pass for a fair costs $2 more than a children's pass. When 378 adult and 214 children's passes were sold, the total revenue is $2,384. Find the cost of each type of pass. Okay, so table. So I go together, and then how many? Because there's 3 units, you got the adults, the children's, and the dollars. That's why I make the table. Okay, so you got adults and children's. And then dollars, so dollars per, dollars total. Okay, so the total cost together is $2,384. Okay, so that's done. We're done with that one. Okay, now how many? Now you're looking for non-money numbers. If it's got a dollar number, you don't put it here. That has nothing to do with it. How many means if I counted them, how many are there? Well, I got 378 adult. We know the adult, how many adults there were. 214 children's. And then to find together, we could just add them. So 378 plus 214 is 592. Then you can get rid of those, okay? Now there's one number left in this problem. It's $2 more. It doesn't mean the cost per is 2 necessarily, okay? It just means one's 2 more than the other. We don't know either one. But with 2 more, because it says more than, okay, I don't need to use y, okay? I don't need y. I can use x for both of these, and I differentiate by adding a 2 to the adults. So x plus 2 and x. So I multiply there, that's 214x. Then here when I multiply, I got to recognize that that's a whole expression to represent the cost for an adult. There's 378 adults, so to multiply this by this, we need to distribute. So that would be 378x plus 756. And now you just have to write one equation because I never use y. I just use x. So I have just this equation on bottom. I mean, that's an equation up there, but it doesn't help. There's no x's or y's. So just this one. And I can easily solve this. I just combine my x's. They're on the same side, so that's what we do with. That's going to be 592x plus 756. Then I minus 756. That's 1,628. And that's 592x. Then I divide by 592. And that's 2.75, okay, if you divide that on a calculator. So which one's 2.75? Well, 2.75, that's 2.75. So the cost for an adult, well, 2.75 plus 2 is 4.75. This would be 2.75. Because it's just 2.75 for the children plus 2. Okay, now here's what you're working on today, the new stuff. Determine whether the ordered pair is a solution to the given system. It's a yes, no, okay, answer. You don't just guess either. I need to see work shown. Well, for it to be a solution to the entire system, we have to put this in for x and this in for y, and both of these at the same time, and they both have to be true, okay? If either one of them's false, it's no, it's not, okay? They both have to be true. Now, you don't have to get the y by itself. You don't have to graph it. You don't have to figure out the slope. That's when I'd have to get the y by itself. But I don't have to graph. I just got to put this in and determine whether this works for both of these at the same time. So I'm going to kind of make a chart. I'm just going to copy those two inequalities down. Y less than 2x minus 3 with 2x plus y greater than 2. Now, we substitute this in for x and y at the same time. So y is 1, 2x minus 3, so that's 2 times 4 minus 3. Figure that out here in a bit. Now 2x, that would be 2 times 4, I do it at the same time. Plus y, that would be 1 greater than 2. Okay, so we got 1 on that side, that's a given. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 3 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Does it eat the bigger number? Yep, that's true. Does it eat the bigger number? Yep, that's true. Jackpot, yes, that is a solution for both of them. Okay, so yes, it's a solution to the entire system. Works for both. Okay, next one. Same idea. No, you don't get at y by itself. I'm not making you graph these. You would if you had to graph, and you would if you had to know the slope. Who cares, okay? You're just plugging those in. So we have y greater than or equal to negative 1x. If you have a negative, you should really put a 1, okay, because that means a negative 1. Negative 3x plus y less than or equal to negative 4. If it doesn't have a minus in front, you don't need the 1. So at the same time, I put negative 7, the symbol, negative 1 times 4 plus 5. Okay, and over here we got negative 3x. That means negative 3 times 4 plus y. So that's going to be negative 7 less than or equal to negative 4. By the way, if you're terrible with negatives in your head, I'm fine with the calculator, bro. Okay, negative 1 times 4, negative 4 plus 5. Just like that. It's 1. Negative 3 times 4, yeah, it's probably negative 12, plus negative 7, negative 19. Okay, that's a bigger number, that's false, okay? This is the bigger number, that's true, but it's got to be true for both of them. So that's a no, okay? It's got to work for both of them at the same time. Okay, xy, so negative 4x plus 3y greater than or equal to 6. And then you got y less than or equal to negative 3x plus 4. Remember, you're not getting the y by itself. Don't be doing that. You're just plugging these in. So negative 4x, that'd be negative 4 times negative 6 plus 3y, so plus 3 times 2. Now you could times and add, or you can go like this, it doesn't matter. Well, that's 24 and that's 6. 24 plus 6 is 30, okay? Okay, now over here, y would be 2. Negative 3x would be negative 3 times negative 6 plus 4. That's 18. Plus 4 would be 22. Bigger number is being eaten. Bigger numbers being eaten. Come to Papa. It's both true, so yes. Pause the video and do the next 3 while I blow my nose here. Okay. Okay, now in the next video, I never did blow my nose. That's okay. I'm going to tough it out. This is not fun, but I've been nice in a couple different ways. I have graphed the lines for you. They're there. What a guy. You can see you got MB, so that'd be 4, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, dash, because there's no symbol. Minus 3, down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2. I've done that for you. So don't complain about that. Another thing, because these are not fun problems, I'll be the first to admit, okay? Suck it up, Buttercup. And I've only assigned 2. I mean, for gosh sakes, I've assigned 2. I don't think that constitutes as a lot of busy work when I assign 2. Okay, now, we're doing what we just did, but when I make 2 lines, there are now 4 regions instead of 2. You got A, that's that angle, B, C, D. One of those, one of the 4, has all the true points for both of them at the same time. Not just one of them, both of them. One of the 4. It's true for both of them at the same time. So I'm going to use scratch paper. I'm going to be making a table, and it's pretty big. I'm going to put this on one side and this on the other. And basically your best bet's to trial and error. First we try A. Pick a random point in A. Let's go 3, 2. 3, 2. And also here go A, space B, space C. You don't need D for reasons I'll come to once we get. You don't need to do D. Okay, so I'm going to put a 3, 2 next to A, and that means X is 3, Y is 2. So Y is 2, the symbol 2 times 3 plus 4. Now over here, same thing. 2 in for Y, negative 3 over 2 times 3 minus 3. That's 6 plus 4 is 10. Calculator, negative 3ABC2 times 3 minus 3. Negative 7.5. Well, it eats the bigger one here, so that's true, but not here. 2 is bigger than negative 7.5. That's false. So it's not A, okay? By the way, if it was true for both of them on A, I'd shade in the A and be done, okay? I wouldn't have to go on. B, pick this one. That looks like backwards 2, so it's negative 2 up 3, x, y. So I'm going to put negative 2, 3. And I do the same thing. 3 replaces the y, less than 2 times negative 2 plus 4. 3 replaces the y, negative 3 over 2 times x, but x is negative 2, and then minus 3. 2 times negative 2 plus 4, that's going to be 0, okay? Negative 3 ABC2 times negative 2 minus 3, that is 0 as well. 3 is bigger, that's false. That's false too. Now, the last point, so B's not it. Now I go to C, and if C's not it, I don't need to do D because I know that's the answer. Process of elimination, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. So that's negative 5, 1. Remember, 5's negative, okay? So negative 5, 1. So 1 goes in for the y. 2 times x plus 4, so 2 times negative 5 plus 4. Over here, 1 goes in for the y. Negative 3 over 2 times negative 5 minus 3. These are not fun, I will admit. No whining. Negative 6. Or next time I'll assign 6 of them, okay? Don't ruin it for the class, please. Okay? Okay, 4.5. 1's bigger. That's false, okay? That's true, but they have to be true. So guess what? D's the answer, has to be. I did A, didn't work. I did B, wasn't true for both. I did C, wasn't true for both, so it's got to be D. Next problem. Okay, I got 3 more examples. Okay, this one. I know that looks weird. Trust the process. Write that on one side. Write that on the other. Remember to get a 1 in front of the x if it's negative. Okay. Okay, and then I got an A, B, and C. Okay. So let's go with A. Here's A down here. So somewhere in A, I'll go 0, 0. Okay, how about that? So I'll put 0, 0, x, y. God darn it, stupid thing folded over. So 0 replaces the y, and 0 replaces the x. Negative 1/3 times 0 plus 7. 0 replaces the y, and 0 replaces the x. Okay? Well, that's 7. That's true. Okay? 0 plus 1, that's 1. That's not. It should open up towards 1. That's false. Okay? So So A ain't it, okay? Now B. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. It's always kind of good if you can get the same like that, because it doesn't matter, because then they're the same and you won't screw up X and Y. So 3 in for Y, and then negative 1/3 times 3 plus 7. 3 in for Y, negative 1 times 3 plus 1. So let's take negative 1 over 3 times 3 plus 7, 6. That's true. How about this one? If that's true, I'm done, okay? Yes, it's true. It eats 3. That's true. B's the answer. I don't need to go any further. Don't care about C, don't care about D. I got it, okay? All right, next one. I'm going to flip my scratch paper over to the back. You should have 2 pieces. So Y greater than 6 over 5X. Again, these lines I graphed because I'm such a nice guy. A, B, C. Okay. So A, let's go right there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 7. Okay. There's not a reason for that. I just pick it. X, Y. 7 goes for Y. And over here we're going to take 6/5 times 5 minus 3. Don't be a wuss on the fractions. Use a calculator, okay? 3. No, I don't expect you to do that in your head. That's true, though, by the way, okay? Now I do the same thing here. 7, negative 1/2 times 5 plus 4. 1.5. Yee. Okay. It eats a bigger number. They're both true. A is the answer. I don't need to do anything else. Okay. Okay. Last problem. So we got Y less or equal to negative half X plus 5, and then Y greater than 3X minus 3. A, B, C. Okay, A, let's go here. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up 4. If you pick that one. So 7, 4. Put the 4 where the Y's at. Negative 1/2 times 7 plus 5. Put the 4 where the Y's at. 3 times 7 minus 3. Okay, 1.5. Right away, you know that's false, so you don't even care about the other one. You know A is not it, okay? B, let's go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So 2, 6, so I will put 6 in for Y. Negative 1/2 times 2 plus 5, and 6 in for Y. 3 times 2 minus 3. 4. Okay, right away you know that's false. It doesn't even matter if that one's true. They have to be true on both of them. Okay, C. Let's go 0, 0. Okay, because that's in C. So 0. Negative 1/2 times 0 plus 5. 0. 3 times 0 minus 3. That's 0 plus 5. It's going to be 5. That's true. Is that one? 0 minus, that's negative 3. That's true as well. 0 is bigger than negatives, okay? They're both true. C's it. Tough it out. Get the 2 done, okay? It's not like I assigned 10 of them. Don't be a wimp and whine to me, please. Thank you. Have a nice day.